Hi, this is Ushio. Welcome back to Roman's Christmas. It is chapter 5, and I think it's the last chapter of the game. So I don't know if there's going to be any more murders or if we're just going to round off. But we're going to check this out. Hopefully it's all good. This is day 5, 27th of December, 1285. Even though I slept all night and just took a nap, I feel like shit. But fortunately, I think my nose is clearing up. Maybe I can smell something now. So our perspective has reverted back to being Roman, because for the last chapter, because Roman was a suspect, we did it from Elegant's perspective, but now we're Roman again. I got up, my entire body felt sore and stiff all over. I'll just go downstairs anyway. The smell of stewed meat filled the corridor. Probably best not to think about what kind of meat it is. Please don't cook up the victims. You finally woke up. Seeing me come downstairs, Sergeant picked up a tray and came to me. Look, I'm sorry for suspecting you. I'm sorry. He took the soup bowl from the tray and set it before me. Bon appetit. The stewed meat in the bowl was piled up like a hill, higher than the edges of the bowl. Even the soup looked ready to spill over the edge. If nothing else, Sazan's apology was straightforward. Although I'm pretty sure I saw his thumb dip into the soup when he passed it to me. I took a spoon and shoveled some soft, overcooked meat straight into my mouth. It seems that the snow kept the horse meat cold enough to store, which might have explained why it still tasted fresh. It's not exactly good, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we're having our horse stew. I'm tempted to take another nap after eating, but there's more important things to do than sleep. It seems that Elegant's job was directly relevant to Vincel's motive for committing the crime. I need to ask her about that, and thank her for saving me as well. Answer Vincel's true target. Vincel's true target was Heron. Yeah, it must have been. I should ask her face to face when I have time. Gotta work all this out. So these guys are just chilling down here. Let's talk to Elegant. I sat opposite from Elegant and her tail seemed to swell under her robe. Okay, about your commission. So, one quick question. Okay, speak. This job of yours, I see no need to continue. You already knew the truth? I know enough. Although it might have more to do with the fact that my client is dead and I'm not going to get paid. I'm sorry to hear it. Maybe I can make it up to you? Spare me. I know your pockets are empty. At this point, a nice hot meal will do. Yeah, I can afford that. What about brother? I can't believe Vincel was one of the noble brothers. Maybe it was fate, or coincidence, or just bad luck. But it would be hard to convince others with just his gloves and his lost little finger. Starting from scratch in an unfamiliar city, I must admit, that's actually quite impressive. Well, he can certainly distinguish different spices since he was once a noble. But I can't believe someone as clever as him killed 2 innocent people and still missed the target. Not everyone has a talent for the art of murder. Okay, about the friar. So, the friar Vincel mentioned really is Heron. Maybe you should ask him yourself. Okay. And, what now? Thank you for believing in me. You're welcome. Trust is a two-way path. Nice. Let's talk to Thrivy. There's not many people left now. I sat by Thrivy, who is still reading his giant book. Okay, let's talk about Heron. Do you think Heron is the friar who framed Vincel and his brother? Should be. You already have the answer, right? Oh. Do you think he'll be back to take his revenge? Oh, but isn't he dead? Thrivy nodded. Don't expect you to believe in ghosts. At this point, anything seems possible, even the impossible. I mean, he's got a point. There's been a lot of weird shit gone on. Let's talk about Vincel. What about Vincent's nyctalopia? Nyctalopia, could you explain it? It's mostly conjecture. If he really was night-blind, then he must have been a picky eater for a long time. Not eating guts for only a few days won't weaken your eyesight. Okay, poison. What exactly was the poison that he drank? Judging from the smell, it was likely appleseed extract and a bit of juice, with maybe some flaxseed as well. How can apples be poisonous? If they are, then why would anyone drink cider? Apples themselves are not, but the seeds are. If you collect enough seeds, you can extract a strong poison from them. Yeah, I'm doomed. I've chewed a lot of apple seeds. Aren't they too bitter to chew? I'm too lazy to spit them out. Don't eat the core. Okay. Let's go. So, in the cellar, there's like no one here now. The sergeant leaned on the barrel with half a cup of cider in his hand. This is the first time I've seen him drinking. Oh, why'd you come down here? I didn't expect to be this hazy by the first cup. Okay, that explains why he never drinks. So this guy got trashed. He is a light drinker. Okay, let's talk about the tavern. Are you going to keep the tavern open after everything's over? I don't know. What? No way you're telling me that you quit. Where would I find cider as good as yours? If I can live till the snow stops, I'm pretty sure only a lunatic would pick you as a target. Okay, about the blizzard. How long is the snow going to keep coming? We're running out of water. Thank God we got clean snow. That will help. It snowed all 4 days. It must have an end. Let's talk about us. For a while there, I thought you were going to execute me. What? What are you talking about? How would I ever think of you as a murderer? Okay, maybe I did for a sec. Oh wow, he would have killed us. Let's leave him to it. About the kitchen, I get there's no one in there. Oh, Anzox is busy washing the dishes. He's clearly not very good at it, yet he's not bad enough to break the plates. Anzox? Oh, hold on. He rubbed off some soup in the plate with his soft paw pad, and then dipped it into the water and rubbed his claws on the trousers. Thank God I never touched his pants. So what's up? Let's talk. About Zarzan. Why are you doing this? Zarzan said he needed a break. He must be utterly exhausted by all the incidents. Which kind of makes sense. He's even drinking his own stock, so the pressure must be heavy. Anzox put the bowls and plates aside, grabbed a chunk of meat and began to cut. Okay, about the stew? Can't believe Zarzan trusts you enough to cook in his kitchen. Even Kane wasn't allowed in here most of the time. It's less a matter of trust and more that I kind of volunteered. He's tired. Anzox trimmed the fat on the meat, then cut the rest into small pieces and threw it into the stew pot. Do you cook often? I've got to say, you look like you know your way around a kitchen. Never in White Star, but other tavern keepers sometimes ask me to do chores when I can't sing for my supper. Don't expect much though. As long as you don't serve me something cold or burned, I'm not going to ask for any more than that. If all my dinners have such underwhelming expectations, then I may have found a new calling. Okay, how's the bump? Your hands aren't shaking anymore. I hope you fully recovered. I hope so, though lately I've had quite a few odd dreams. Not that I'm complaining. My dreams are far better than the stories I made up when I am awake. Does writing down your dreams count as stealing your own work? Okay, what about Heron? So do you think Heron really is the friar that Vincel mentioned? I don't know, but if he is the one who ruined Vincel's life, then I'm going to smash his head in with my loot. Hey, that's extreme. Okay, don't have any, no more fighting. Looks like he's going to cook some meat for dinner. Zarzan must be really tired. He'd never allow Anzox in the kitchen unless he was really desperate. Okay, we haven't seen Sola yet. Where's she? I better go to the restaurant since I drank too much water. So let's have a look. How are we faring? When did my reflection in the mirror become this haggard? And down here, a few golden hairs floating in the sink. Anyone in the stalls, can we go please? I'll do the rest on my own. That's it. Have a quick pee break. But where's Sola? I guess she's upstairs somewhere? Hello? There she is. Okay, what are you going to do after the snowstorm? Return home early so I can confess. Is she planning on travelling to Cordova overnight? Well, you're doing the right thing. I was afraid that you were planning to run away, but now it seems that I'm just being paranoid. Oh, it'd cause a lot of trouble for the rest of us if you did. Why would I? Okay, talk about Heron. What if Heron truly is the friar whom Vincel mentioned? He couldn't be. Surely someone as devout as him wouldn't be mixed up in such business. Because you haven't seen how he gets when he's drunk. Okay, let's talk again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you, but the way the scene was set up deceived me. It's not your fault. Honestly, there was a moment even I suspected myself. I won't doubt others that easily anymore. Which might be overdoing it. It never hurts to be cautious. Okay. So, where is Heron? Heron was kneeling by the window with his cross, muttering something fervently. Okay, let's talk. Our Father, I was formed in evil, and in sin did my mother give me birth. I confess my sins on my hands, feet, tongue, eyes, and thoughts to you, and your angels. May your punishment... I'd better wait. Okay, is he still praying? Flog my hands, so that I may give salvation to those in need. Flog my feet, so that I may walk on the thorny road to preach your gospel. Well, he's got a lot to say. We'll keep waiting. Flog my tongue, so that I may cherish every time I sing your praises. Wow, he's still going. I'm starting to wonder if this will last till next Christmas. Keep going. Touch my eyes, so that I may pity the unbeliever of your glory. He's still going. Whisper to my mind, so that I may be washed by your truth. May your grace lead me safely to shore. This is taking forever. I'm going to interrupt. No, keep going. Whisper to my mind. Okay, no, we're going to have to cut in. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Our Father, grant mercy upon my soul, for my body is sinned. Our Father, give your mercy on my soul, because the sin has been made manifest. May Almighty you forgive my sins and... Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Oh, detective, I didn't see you there. Oh, sorry. Aaron turned his head toward me. The fur at the corner of his eyes was streaked down the cheeks. My sins are unforgivable. I guess he really is penitent. But I have paid for my crimes. Paid? Did someone smash your head in with a lute? I've resolved to pray more devoutly, in order to make good the sins of my youth to God. What about your sins toward the others? God will ease their misfortune and salve their wounds. That's not what you said when you exchanged rooms with Peter. This is different. I can do good works within the teachings of God, but I see now that I don't have the power to carry out his ineffable plan. So what are you going to do? Keep praying and hope for a miracle? I will keep praying, and when it is time, God will grant me a revelation. Which is a fine way of saying I'm going to do nothing. Okay, let's go somewhere else, I suppose. Can we go upstairs? No one's here. There's nothing to look at. Can we go to our room? I'll just do some relaxing. Can we read my book? Let's have... Yeah, read more of the book. It's been a while. On 14th of May, 1280, Helios II inspected the Karnak block in person to learn how the residents live. Karnak block is an underprivileged area in our capital, Rimph. When Helios II arrived, the friars and sisters in the church were giving out food to the residents. Helios II gave high praise for their mercy, kindness and piety, and had his meal of relief grain with the residents. Helios II inspected the streets through Karnak in the company of the medical officer of Karnak block. The tidiness of the streets comforted Helios II. He felt great satisfaction after he learned that after the epidemic of dysentery, cases of the wretched disease had been 0 for 3 consecutive months. That's not the Karnak I know. Okay, where else can we go? Check out poor old Peter's room. Peter's gone, but the smell of blood won't fade for a while. I'd better get out. The body is definitely still there. The body is still there. Okay, so I don't know where to go. I guess we need to work out what is going on. There's so many empty rooms from how this started. There's Sean's room. I can't smell Sean's scent here anymore. Everybody dead. Kane's room. It's only been 3 days and all the scents have gone. There's Vincel's room. Vincel dead as well. The cap of the spice jar in his case must have come loose, as its smell fills the room and makes it smell like an old spice shop at a street corner. Elegant's room? Elegant's in the hall. It'd save me more time just to ask her directly instead of rummaging through her stuff. But we can totally check out all these rooms. So I guess we'll go back down. Back into the hall. The light died down outside the window and flames danced on the pine logs in the fireplace. The smell of the stewed meat from the kitchen is making me feel hungry. Anzox's cooking skills are way better than what I thought. Okay, so let's chat for a bit more, right? But I haven't got enough clues yet. We don't need clues, do we? Who do we talk to? There's no one to talk to. Okay, so let's have our meal. Let's do it. I sat at the table next to the fireplace. Bon appetit. Anzox put the bowl on the table with his lute in the other hand. Why are you still holding the lute? Would you care for some music during dinner? Yeah, I think I'll pass. Anzox's stew is actually not bad. Even Sarsen came out of the cellar and had some. Then again, he could just be too drunk to care. Okay, having that meal. Dinner just peacefully passed, and Sarsen began to sober up. Oh wow, I didn't expect my cider to be so strong. Just a single cup almost knocked me over. I think it's all about your tolerance level. So, that's why I never see you drink. You're a lightweight. I am not. And here I thought that a mighty specimen could handle a teensy bit of cider. One more word out of you, and I'm going to start charging you for your bed. Please have mercy. Wait, how do you test the quality if you don't drink it? That's what you guys are for. Wow. Oh, so every winter you give us free cider? You're doing experiments on us. I'll get some knowledgeable drunkards to test my cider, and you get free cider. It's a win-win, right? Aha. So, do we still need a watchman tonight, or should we just... I better not mention it, since I'm the one who fell asleep during the last one. I'll do it. Heron, who had kept silent the whole meal, suddenly interrupted me. I'm going to prove that no matter what I was before, I've changed, that I now walk the right path, under the guidance of God. It might be the paranoia talking, but I couldn't help but consider the possibility that Heron might slaughter us when we slept. Ansot's twitched. It seems like he wasn't the only person thinking it. Thank you, I know it's not exactly easy. I was intending to be the watchman, but I'm afraid at this point, I'm just going to fall asleep. I thought Zazen just glanced at me. Thanks, I hope you can trust me, for although I was tempted by the devil a long time ago, I have rid myself of my sin with God's guidance. Whoops. Thruvi got up in a hurry and rescued his book from his spilt cider. The overturned cup rolled in a smooth arc across the table, causing cider to drip down the edge of the table. Blast it. Sorry for interrupting, I've just got to deal with this. Thruvi quickly ran upstairs with a cup of water. He even tried to take the steps 2 or 3 at a time, and stumbled instead. Such a precious manuscript. It seems the good doctor is rather unlucky. More than just him, it seems. Everyone in this tavern's incurred bad luck these days. Yeah. Zazen hung his head and rested his elbows on the table, his claws on the snout. The snowfall seems lighter now, maybe my morning. Don't say it. Such things won't come true if you speak 'em out loud. Oh, okay. I didn't expect Soda to believe in that kind of stuff. I had a secret friend once. She taught me many things like this. A secret friend? It was in my childhood. Once a month, Father used to give me a basket of flowers, which he collected from his garden, and sent me to sell them at the market. Once I was selling pomegranate flowers to an alchemist, who sold love potions at the fair. She bought a handful of flowers, and passed them to her daughter, and that's how we met each other. Since then, I went to find her every fair day. And on those days, I would show her what I learned in my etiquette lessons, and she would teach me things. How to make simple potions, how to avoid bad luck, and the creation of charms. You know, Cain would have gotten along well with Soda, if only he'd become their cook. And then? Then I heard that her mother was burnt as a witch, and so was she. Wow. Zazen's fallen asleep. Zazen's head had slipped from its spot, and he begun snoring softly. Oh dear. It seems that even he has his limits. Elegant got up and walked past Zazen. She paused, and gently touched his shoulder, but continued on without waking him. I think I'll go back to my room and get some sleep. Good night. Are you following me? Is there something you want to talk about in private? Well, I just wanted to get your opinion before I went to bed. Will it happen again, among the rest of us? According to the information I've collected, the rest of the lodgers were total strangers before they came here. Zazen and Ansotz knew each other from a long time ago, but they've never had problems. So, there should be no further problems, though maybe you should be careful. What? No such thing. There's too much caution if you have dirt on someone. If you're talking about Soda, I've spoken to her. There shouldn't be any problem, really. Not just her. What? Elegant glanced at the staircase, then rose up on her toes and whispered to my ear. Hold on, not that one. I'm half deaf, remember? Sorry, other ear. I turned around and listened to her whisper with the other ear. Heron. Seriously? He swore he repented. Just as I believe Lunik swore that he would be faithful to Soda at their wedding. And all those who offered to keep vigil at night these days, well, they tend to, no offence. Oh, that's a good point. Well then, I wish you good night. Good night. I locked the door and bolted the window. Like Elegant said, no such thing as too much caution. Maybe tonight I can sleep peacefully. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. I couldn't be more familiar with the taste of snow. A salty taste like rusted iron, crudely overwhelming all other tastes. From the first snow of winter to the last one in spring, I won't miss any of them. Oh, you think you're tough? Come on, get up. Is this all you've got? Did you break your leg or something? Move, you idiot. Oh shit, it's really broken. Stop standing there like an idiot, run. But what about him? You just gonna leave him there? We haven't got the time, just go. And that day, there was a heavy snow as well. That day, he was there as well. Who's he? Day 6, 28th of December. I was awoken by a loud, heavy pounding on the door. Roman! What? Zazen grabbed my wrist as I opened the door and dragged me downstairs without a word. Hold on, what happened? What? The lobby was filled with the scent of booze, and the dozen or so empty cups were piled up on the counter. Heron was bent over the counter with half a cup of cider in his hand. Is he drunk? Just as I was about to condemn Heron for drowning himself in cider and abandoning his duty, a familiar smell, just barely masked by the alcohol, caught my attention. Blood. Heron's pupils were empty and enormously dilated. The silver cross was stained with dark red spots. The back of Heron's head was black, not from black-coloured fur, but dark, congealed blood. The smell of blood and cider filled the air of the hall, like it was trying to seep into the carpet and the bricks of the walls. Heron, another one? It had to happen eventually. Eventually? He escaped from Vincel twice. I guess 3rd time's the charm. Don't blame this on a ghost. Look at how many people are still left in my tavern. Only 6, and one of these 6 only lives because we can't touch her. No matter who the murderer is, I can't take this anymore. Oh, stop investigating. I'm just so tired of people dying. Besides, Heron wasn't exactly innocent. I mean, there has been another murder, and we are really running low on people now. And we've been asked not to continue. I don't know what to make of it, and I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. This is Osho signing off, and hopefully I'll see you next time.